these compounds could never be prepared in the laboratories because they were supposed to be synthesized under the influence of a mysterious force called the vital force. So this is basically the vital force theory, which is very, very important. Next, we will look at how it was rejected. So we have understood that the basic concept was because organic compounds were never synthesized in the labs, in the laboratories. That's why a concept developed that organic compounds could never be synthesized in the laboratories. But there came a scientist in 1828, Frederick Wöhler. He synthesized urea from ammonium cyanate. That was, you can say, the death of vital force theory. Urea is basically an organic compound which is present in the urine of ureotelic organisms. You can say that in mammals, in urine of mammals, urea is present to be easy, to make it easy for you. So this is the equation below. Ammonium cyanate and urea was formed. So this was the first time when an organic compound was synthesized in the laboratory. So now we move to the second step. Now we have understood that first compound which was synthesized in the laboratory was urea. So a question comes to our mind that which was the second one. So second one was acetic acid. This is very important for MCQs. Normally it is asked in 10th class that which was the second organic compound to be synthesized in the laboratory. It was synthesized by Kolb in 1845 and the name is acetic acid. So this is very, very important for MCQs as well. Next, now we move on to the next step, which is the primitive or historical definition of organic chemistry. Now this is very important point because normally we have a concept that organic compounds are basically the compounds of carbon, or you can say we have a concept about organic chemistry that it is that branch of chemistry which deals with the study of compounds of carbon. We do not have a broad concept about it. We have this you can say very confined. We are very confined about organic chemistry. So that's why we call it the primitive or historical definition. I repeat it again that historically we define organic chemistry as the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of compounds of carbon. So now we move on. Now this is very, very important point of our lecture in which we will reject this primitive theory. So there we go. So now we have a list of compounds which contain carbon. Let's see, all oxides of carbon like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. You can see these compounds have carbon. Then carbonates, it contains carbon. Bicarbonates, it contains carbon. But all these compounds are not treated as organic compounds. So this, you can say, that's why we reject the primitive definition of organic chemistry, which says that organic chemistry is that branch of chemistry which deals with the study of compounds of carbon and nothing else we mention in that definition. And now we study a case in which we study some compounds which contain carbon, but they are not treated as organic compounds. Now some students will say that why we do not treat these compounds as organic compounds. So the simplest answer to this question at this level is that their properties are different from the basic properties of organic compounds. Now this is the basic answer at this level I can give to those students who think that why these compounds are not treated as organic compounds. This is the basic answer, that their properties are different from the properties of basic organic compounds. Now we reach to the climax of our lecture, the basic goal of our lecture, which is the modern definition of organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is that branch of chemistry which deals with the study of compounds of carbon and hydrogen, which means hydrocarbons and their derivatives. This is the modern definition. This is the basic concept that I mentioned at the start of the lecture that we are going to focus at, that hydrocarbons and their derivatives. Now, that's why I said earlier as well that we want to lead ourselves into the modern definition of organic chemistry. So this is it, that organic chemistry is that branch of chemistry which deals with the study of compounds of carbon and hydrogen. It means that hydrocarbons and their derivatives. So this is the basic concept that I wanted to clear. about organic chemistry. Now it's another debate that all about that functional groups and homologous series and different classifications of organic compounds. So these things we will discuss in another lecture, inshallah. But for today, I just wanted to clear the organic chemistry, the basic concept of organic chemistry, which I have tried my best, alhamdulillah. I think, I hope that you all have understood the basic concept of organic chemistry. Um, Inshallah, we will meet again. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.